This deficiency is why you have anxiety, why you can't figure it out, and these are the discoveries that I found over the past 10 years running a lab test on my ADHD patients that deal with anxiety. So the first thing that when it comes to anxiety is when you're taking a medication for anxiety, they're addressing GABA. Now, GABA is a huge component when it comes to anxiety, but I'll tell you it's not the number one. But I want to address this because it is still important, because about 38% of the people that we do test tends to be deficient in GABA. But it's the things that make GABA of why GABA is deficient in the first place, because GABA helps regulate our anxiety. So when it's low, we feel more stressed and anxious. But what are the things that help make more so we can manage our stress and anxiety? And that has to do with something known as glutamate. Glutamate is made by glutamine. And so there's a huge percentage that we do see that people are deficient in glutamate, so then it's very hard to make GABA. But this step right here that takes from glutamate to GABA, there's certain things that are deficient that I have discovered over the years that I didn't realize contributed to anxiety so much. And that is taurine, which we found about 32% of the people that we tested were deficient in it, and that helps convert glutamate to GABA to make more GABA. And then it's vitamin B6. Which also the activated form of vitamin B6 is P5P. And about 60% of the people we've tested was deficient in this very specific thing. And it's also another cofactor for helping making more GABA. But GABA, like I said, is not the number one thing. There's other contributing factors that is causing this issue. Now, if you want to figure out all the different labs to figure out your own anxiety situation and your own ADHD issues, then just download my ADHD lab protocol guide that goes over all the labs to order to figure out what is the root cause to your anxiety and ADHD symptoms. And again, that's in the description below. Okay, so the next component to this whole thing has to do with what is broken down from dopamine that can also contribute to your anxiety. So when we have dopamine, dopamine is broken down into two different other components, known as norepinephrine, and then broken down to epinephrine. Both norepinephrine and epinephrine help regulate our stress and deal with stress. And it is probably the biggest things that we see that is deficient with people. In fact, when we test for this, we see that our patients are roughly about 60% deficient in norepinephrine. The biggest discovery that I've found when it comes to anxiety is epinephrine, where 98% of the people that we test are deficient in epinephrine. So if you're watching this video, there's a very high chance that's probably you. If you're dealing with high anxiety and ADHD, this is probably your biggest component right here. And how to really address this is usually a combo of different herbs and stuff that you can implement. But to really address your anxiety and understanding the deficiencies is, yes, epinephrine's a really big one, but we need to also address GABA, like I just showed here. We need to make sure we're addressing GABA and epinephrine and norepinephrine. And there's one more that's also a big component that you cannot miss when it comes to anxiety. And what that is something to do with that you need to regulate throughout the day. So if this is a time graph, this is 6 a.m., and then this is, let's say this is 11 p.m., this represents a graph known as cortisol. So if this is your cortisol reading, it should be highest in the morning, and then it starts going down, 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 and lowest at night. But the problem that I usually see with people is either it's low in the morning, or it's spiked in the middle of the day, or it's spiked at night. There's usually these spikes that cause issues with your anxiety and stress. And so what we need to do is we need to lower these to a healthier balance so that your sleep is good, your stress levels are good, and that's what it needs to be addressed, is the cortisol. And why this is because about 90% tend to have low cortisol, and about 22% of the people will have issues of low and also high cortisol levels. Now, like I said, if you don't want to write this all down and also figure out all the different types of labs to order to address the root cause to your anxiety and your ADHD issues, just download my ADHD lab protocol guide in the description below. So if you have not addressed this with your functional medicine doctor, definitely talk to him about cortisol, talk to him about norepinephrine, epinephrine, and certainly talk to him about GABA and also glutamate levels to see if those are really your contributing factors. And also make sure that you test for taurine, vitamin B6, because if any of these are off, that can be a main culprit to your anxiety. Now, once you have discovered what is out of balance, then you can start implementing supplements and herbs to help support this. So you should watch this video next, where I talk about the actual supplements that help eliminate your stress. So watch this video next to find out.